Hello students, welcome back to your own channel VA NEET Academy. So till today we have talked about lots of important organelles. Hope everyone is checking out my videos in the channel. And today we will be talking about a special organelle which you don't find it in animals. Guess the organelle? It's plastids, okay? Usually seen in plants and algae. So today we will talk in detail about its structure, function, etc., its importance in plants and certain algae where it is found. Okay, so let's get started with our classes. Okay, let's start our today's class, students. Plastids, the food factories and storage organelle of a cell. Okay, so let us first define what is definition. How will you define a plastid? Okay, so these are plastids are double membrane bound organelles found mainly in plants and algae. Okay, so you will not see in animal cell, right? Okay, and they are responsible for or else you can say their main function is photosynthesis, storage of food and pigmentation. Okay, so these are this is the definition of plastids. These are double membrane bound organelles found mainly in plants, algae, and they are responsible for photosynthesis. Okay, let's come into the next section, which is discovery. Now instead of discovery, here we are going to talk about the person who has coined the term plastids instead of discovery. Okay, introduce the term plastid. The person is Ernst Haeckel, H-A-E-C-K-E-L, Haeckel, Ernst Haeckel, in the year 1866. Okay, Ernst Haeckel in the year 1866. This was the person who coined the term. Don't forget, not discovery. They coined the term plastids. Okay, so let's now see the general structure of plastids. So when you talk about the structure, the plastids, they are double membraned. All of you know, as we have seen in the definition, double membrane bound organelle. Okay, it contains its own DNA. Remember students, it contains its own DNA and its own ribosomes. Okay, so we have seen similar kind of property in another organelle in my previous classes, if you remember. What was that organelle? Mitochondria, yes, and can divide independently. Okay, independently, it can divide independently. So all these features makes this organelle semi autonomous. Okay, so this plastids, as the mitochondria are, these plastids are also semi autonomous. Okay, so when we have seen the structure, it basically is a double membrane bound structure. Okay, so there are three types of plastids. Okay, so we will see each one by one. Types of plastids. There are three types of plastid. First one, let us talk about chloroplast. The first type is chloroplast. Okay, now this chloroplast is green color plastids. This chloroplast is green color plastid, and you can see them in green leaves and stems, green stems. Okay, you can see them in green leaves and green stems. And what is its major function? To convert sunlight, okay, into chemical energy. Chemical energy. So this process is also called as, all of you know, photosynthesis. All of you know this, right? Okay. So your easy analogy will be, remember this as a solar panel of a cell. Okay, solar panel of a cell. This will be an easy analogy for everyone to remember. What is a chloroplast? It's a type of a plastid, green in color, present in green leaves and green stems, converts the sunlight into chemical energy. Probably this is the way to remember. You can call it as a solar panel, and this process is called as photosynthesis. Okay, so we'll try and draw the diagram of a chloroplast. So it is a double membraned structure, as we have already talked about plastid's general feature. Okay, it contains thylakoids, lots of thylakoids. Thylakoids are nothing but a disc like structure like this. Okay, now these are the thylakoids which are piled up in a kind of, stacked up together like this, one above the other. Okay, and this stacking up together is called as granum. Don't get confused, students, with the terms. Stacking up of all this, each thylakoid, this is thylakoid. Okay, each thylakoid is stacked up together to form a granum or grana. Grana is a plural, granum is a singular. Okay, so we can see lots of piled up thylakoids or grana inside a chloroplast, which is linked to each other. So each grana is linked with one another through a lumen like structure, kind of this. Okay, and the matrix of the chloroplast is called stroma. The matrix of the chloroplast is called stroma. Hope it's clear, students. Double membrane structure. Granum is nothing but a stack of thylakoids together, and each plate kind of, this kind of thing is called thylakoid, and inside the thylakoid you can see the presence of chlorophyll. So chlorophyll is present inside the thylakoid, and this chlorophyll is the one which carries out the photosynthesis, that is, captures the sunlight and convert it into chemical energy. Very simple, not a complicated concept, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so next we will see the other plastid called as chromoplast. Chromoplast. All of you know what is the meaning of chromo. Chromo is nothing but colored, isn't it? So these are nothing but a colored plastids. These are colored plastids. Okay, so what is its function? Its function is to give color to fruits and flowers. So you can say its function is pigmentation. Okay, right? So easy analogy will be, you can call it as a coloring department of a cell. Okay, it is a coloring department of a cell. Clear, students? And let's try and draw the diagram. As I told you, the basic diagram is, it's a double membranous structure. Okay, and it has got lots of pigments inside the cell. The red pigment, the orange pigment. Okay, supposingly this is red pigment, and half shade is orange pigment, and this one are the yellow pigments. So it contains lots of pigments inside the cell. So this is the diagram for, you can show this as a diagram for your chloroplast. Hope it's clear, students. Okay. Now let's see the last type of plastid, which is called as leucoplast. Leucoplast. Okay. Leucoplast is basically something which is colorless. Colorless is leucoplast. So these are the colorless plastids. Okay. Right. Its main function is storage of food materials. Okay. Its main function is storage of food materials. Now this leucoplast in turn can be of 3 other type, because its function is storage of food materials. Now based on what type of food it is storing, you can divide this leucoplast into amyloplast. Okay, let me name the leucoplast first, and then let me know you all what do they store. Okay, second one is elaioplast, and third one is aleuroplast. Okay, so these are the 3 types of leucoplast. Okay, amyloplast, these stores starch. Okay, starch storage. Amyloplast is a leucoplast which stores starch inside them. Okay, elaioplast is the one which stores oil. Okay, it stores oil. And then aleuroplast, it is the one which stores protein storage. So you can see all the food category like starch, that is carbohydrates, oil, fats and proteins, everything is being stored in the leucoplast. Okay, so easy analogy for this to remember, you can say it as a storage warehouse of a cell. Okay, so you have seen the 3 types of plastids. They are chloroplast, chromoplast and leucoplast. Okay, so now let us see the comparison table, and you will help me. Fill the tabular column. Okay, so here is the plastids, here is the color, here is the function. Okay, so let's try and do that one by one. So we'll first write all the plastids, that is chloroplast, then chromoplast, and last one is leucoplast. Clear, students? Of course, right? Now color, chloroplast is green colored, right? Chromoplast is colored, it can be red, green, yellow, orange, whatever, right? Sorry, not green, red, yellow, orange. Okay, so next time when you see the capsicum, colored capsicum in your pizza, remember it has chromoplast. Okay, the green ones contains chloroplast, the red and yellow one contains chromoplast. The leucoplast is colorless. Okay, now coming to the functions, chloroplast has a photosynthetic function, photosynthesis, because it has chlorophyll in them. Okay, chromoplast function, it is the function of pigmentation. So it has a basic function to give color to fruits and flowers. Leucoplast, its function is storage of food material. Okay, so right, very clear. Now one of the interesting NEET's very favorite question we will see. Okay, it said that the chloroplasts are interconversible. Interconversion of plastids can happen. For example, the green tomato, which is a raw tomato, Okay, this contains what type of plastids? It contains chloroplast, isn't it? Because it is green in color. Okay, now when the tomato becomes red in color, okay, so it is being interconverted from chloroplast to chromoplast. Chromoplasts are the colored plastids. Clear, students? So plastids are interconvertible depending upon the stage or else requirement of the plant cell. Okay, so where do we find plastids? They are found only in plants and algae and absent in animals. Hope the class was clear, students. Thank you for watching. See you in our next video tomorrow, when I'll be uploading the multiple choice questions on plastids. So students, now you get to know why the plants are green in color, why the plants are red in color, why certain fruits are red in color, flowers are orange in color, yellow in color. So you got the answer, right? So next time you have a bite of your pizza and you see the colorful capsicum in them, just think about our chloroplast and chromoplast. Okay, see you in our next video, maybe probably 100%. Tomorrow we are uploading on MCQs, top 10 NEET based and NCERT based questions on plastids. Do follow, subscribe, like and share, and get the bell icon clicked so that you get the notification immediately as I upload it. And do check out every Sunday the revision based on the week's upload. Okay, thank you for following.